Hello there. This video is basically just a big fat moan about FIFA, the franchise, and why I think it's turned to shit. So over the years, the game has gone from a fun, enjoyable one to a game driven by money, like FIFA points, and ruining the fun of the game. The likes of career mode, pro clubs, and even online seasons haven't received anywhere near the same attention as what Ultimate Team has, and the reason for that could be many, but the main one is money. So a bit about my own FIFA experience, I suppose. The first FIFA I can remember playing was FIFA 09 on the Nintendo Wii. Okay, it was quite cool. It had me modes. They're like the characters, the virtual characters you can have. It was really cool, to be honest. And then the first one that I had on like a proper console was FIFA 12, I'm pretty sure. And that, what I can remember of it, I used to play a lot of Pro Clubs with my friends, It used to be like how Fortnite is now, in a way. You talk to your mates a lot, you interact, you have fun. Xbox parties were actually used, because, I'm an Xbox player. And it was good, I can remember Ultimate Team not being as relevant either, People didn't really know much about it. Pro Clubs and Career Mode were, more mainstream game modes, and it's completely changed now, hasn't it? And back then, I feel like FIFA was it was a lot more fun. It wasn't as competitive. You didn't have to have a monster team to be good at the game. You got messages like this.
You worthless fucking You can't play worth a fucking shit and you wouldn't even help me up. What a fucking cocksucker. Go back to Donkey Kong, you faggot.
So I think that when EA really started to change FIFA, well, partly when they introduced Ultimate Team to the game, but I'd say new gen consoles, okay? Xbox Ones and PS4s ruined the game. Not really. But what they did have graphically better games. Mechanically, it was much better. The gameplay was much smoother, much more realistic, which is, I suppose, what they were going for. But Ultimate Team was pushed a lot more. In-game transactions were emphasised a lot more. Career mode in Ultimate Team got a lot less attention, and it was probably new gen where EA probably thought, oh, FIFA, let's try and get more money out of people out of this, They've got other games as well. NBA, I'm pretty sure, the ice hockey one, and I forgot what that one's called, to be honest. But all of EA's gaming, sports games, they all have in-game transactions similar. In FIFA, it's just like the rest of them now, unfortunately. So as I said, FIFA is quite a repetitive cycle, a couple of seasons, At the start, you sign a few young players, you develop them throughout that season, and the next season they're main players, and alongside that you've signed other players. Eventually, you're the best team in the league, whether that's by being the best player or having the best players or both, and it gets boring, I did a Sheffield United one. I won the league comfortably. By the second season, I was in the top 4. Not fun at all. Can't make it entertaining for YouTube either if you can't enjoy it, Some people do enjoy it somehow, and for me and a lot of players it gets boring. So a few ideas to improve the game, the game mode anyway, career mode. They're not going to be quick, they're going to take a year or two for EA to develop and properly create, but I feel like it's worth it, okay? So the first one is an online career mode. Now, I don't know whether this is the best idea. A lot of people have said it, but actually implementing it might be harder than it seems, because you'd have to find people in the same year, the same leagues and stuff. But I suppose if there are two sides to this, there's one way you can create a league with your friends. You play against your friends. You can sign their players and stuff. Or another one where it's sort of like Ultimate Team, in which you have your team, you come up against other teams, and you can sign players from the computers, and it's just a lot more fun. The games are a lot more challenging. It's not the same team every time that you play. A bit of variety with an online career mode would be good. A bit of a variety rather than just playing the same computers. Maybe half the teams are computers, maybe half of the teams are online, just to add a bit more competitiveness. It's very customizable. Online career mode is, and it's a good idea. Now, another idea which I think could easily be implemented is use of youth players, the way that they're trained up, in actually having a proper academy. They have a youth academy at the core, but players are just stuck there. You have to train them with the first team, which I don't understand. What's the point of having a youth academy and having to put them with the first team? Don't make sense. You just promote them, then they're just stuck in your reserves. What about having an actual under-21s team? What about even like being able to manage an under-21s team? Add more depth to the game mode. But if you can have an under-21s team, you know, if a player has a good match, they go up by 5 ratings for a couple of months, you put them in the first team, and then, you know, they might go back down to earth or something. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, youth players, you get a load of them for a youth academy, and you can only train up a couple at a time. The whole point of a youth academy is so then they can be trained up individually in their own academy. Some of them will do well, some of them will do bad, hence the fact that they have the green bar things for potential. Don't just put them in the first team and just hope that they do well, because that's why people just end up having teams of youth players by the second season, because you can't train the first team players and also the youth players at the same time. So, you know, a more realistic, a better, more in-depth youth system would be a good idea, and I think that's probably the one off this list which probably wouldn't take too long to sort out. Are we? Chinese here? Now guys, Chinese disposed of. I've got one more final career mode idea for you guys to enjoy the idea of. So, this one is probably the one which I think could be the biggest game changer and very easy to put into the game, okay? Challenges. So let's say at Christmas time, Burnley, last place in the Premier League, they're 10 points off safety. EA let us take charge of Burnley from Christmas, try and keep them up, and maybe, you know, because I know that they love Ultimate Team, they give us 500 coins on Ultimate Team if we manage to keep Burnley up. Something like that, or even just make up a challenge, you know, for the start of the game. But I seriously believe that one could be great. You know, maybe every week we come up with 2 challenges. If you complete them both, you get a free pack or some coins on FIFA Ultimate Team. Now, in my eyes, it's a very good one. And as I said earlier, EA love Ultimate Team. They love money. So if it encourages people to go onto Ultimate Team, redeem their options, seriously, a great idea. Not to toot my own horn. Now, people speak very highly of pro clubs, okay? They make out that it has some great potential. I do agree, it probably isn't the game mode with the most potential like some people make out. But since it's like, it had a layout change to the new modern FIFA, and its non-rewarding rating system, it hasn't had any differences since its creation. Now, for the short term, a few ideas which EA could easily implement. Tactics, okay? They've implemented them into every other game mode other than pro clubs. It's not hard, you know, to just ask the computers to press up a bit higher, or I don't know, maybe have an option where you can tell them to cross in earlier. Maybe have an option to tell them to ticky-tacker it around or something. Do you know what I mean? Just let us tell the computers what we want them to do. Because it's very frustrating if you haven't got somebody playing at any when the computers are just messing around.
Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Oh, what bad luck there. It's an own goal.
With any, it's not very fun either because it's basically like playing Ultimate Team with one extra player. Now, another idea I had, another concept was legends introduced to pro clubs, okay? They've got the rights for them, they can have them in the game. Now, my idea was each team can have, you know, 2 or 3 legends, and you know, you start off with as the base icons, whatever they're called, and then you get them to the highest ones, or you know, when you enter a certain division, you get an extra one, or something like that. Just so then, you know, it's not just you against you and the computers on a team. You know, you've got some seriously great players, and although there will be computers, they will have an element of quality to them. This is it's a good idea, especially if you've got a team and it's only a couple of you. You know, you've got somebody who can play any. You know, you've got Laurent Blanc at the back, so you're not just defending with Schulz and De Ridder. So yeah, they're a few ideas that I've came up with really to try and improve career mode, try and improve pro clubs, okay? I'm sure that there are multiple videos out there already of people saying these ideas in a lot more depth, probably adding graphics as well, you know. This is only one of my first videos on the channel. Hopefully if you guys have liked it, please make sure to drop a like on it. If you have any more ideas, put them down in the comments, you know, even if it is an idea for Ultimate Team to become better, because with the way it's going, you know, silver cards and bronze cards have no relevance anymore, and it's just becoming, you know, if your player's not 82 rated or above, it's not worth having him basically. So yeah, Ultimate Team, it probably has a lot more lifespan left. I don't see it, you know, dropping down its stock anytime soon, because they're adding new ideas every year. It becomes more competitive, less fun, and you know, the casual players like myself are just stopping enjoying the game. And personally, I play a lot more Football Manager and Rocket League these days. So with that said, I'm hoping EA can put a lot more care and attention into career mode and pro clubs over the next couple of games. I've probably said this and they've probably overhauled both game modes, but if not, I'm going to say like 2021 FIFA, you know, FIFA 21. If it's not improved by then, the game is going to start dying pretty much. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please make sure to drop a like, and as I said earlier, comments are appreciated pretty much, you know, ideas for whatever, you know, doesn't have to be pro clubs or career mode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.